From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
And welcome to the Friday, February 26th edition of 107 Live. In the studio this morning, I have a guitarist named Rodrigo Muñoz. He's been living in Winnipeg, I believe, since 1975. It's been a little while, a few years. And since coming to town, he's kind of taken the town by storm with a lot of Latin music. He's been involved in a few different groups. He leads up a group known as Papa Mambo, and a lot of people know him as Papa Mambo. But there's another side to Rodrigo, not just Papa Mambo. There's Trio Bembe. He is also a quite accomplished classical guitarist, so we're going to have some classical music by Rodrigo this morning. Good morning, Rodrigo.
Good morning.
I'm going to move this a little bit closer to you. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for coming in.
Doing great. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. I've had one of your other members of Trio Bembe, Amber Epp, in before, so we're getting close to having the whole band in here at some point. So before we chat for a little bit, what are you going to play for us right off the top?
I want to play a waltz by Antonio Lauro, Venezuelan composer.
Take it away. Short and sweet. Very nice. Thank you very much. Let's bring you a little bit closer to the mic. Thank you.
I sort of shortened a bit. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's a good start. Yeah. So, people know you. You've been living here since, what, 1975? Is that right?
That's right.
1975, so over 30 years. So people know you. Yes, looking up into the sky
actually, there. 41 years.
41 years, that's right. Sorry, math was never my strong subject.
That's all right.
I'm in music, man.
Mine either. I just know that because people ask me that question, so I figured it out.
I guess so. So people know you particularly of being with this group Papa Mambo that you started up a long time ago, and sitting at the front of the band playing a lot of percussion.
Yeah.
But here you are with the guitar. Is the guitar something that you've added in the last number of years to your repertoire? Or is it something you grew up with back in Chile?
That's right. Yeah, I picked up the guitar when I was about 8. My sister took guitar lessons. And so she had a guitar at home. We had one guitar at home. And so I would watch her, and then I learned everything that she knew. Mm-hmm. And I picked up the guitar. Eventually she forgot about the guitar, but I kept it. And then I played for many years. I taught myself to play. In Latin America, the guitar that we play we just call it guitar. Here it's known as classical guitar or nylon string guitar. Mm-hmm. And we play it like the way it's been played for 500 years, with the fingers. Mm-hmm. Here they call it finger picking or something.
Finger style, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, but eventually I did study it at the university. I went to U of M School of Music 1981 till 85. So I studied with under Harold McKay, classical guitar.
Mm-hmm. So when you were growing up, was there a lot of classical music around your house in Chile, or was it more the folk music and pop music of the time? And
more folk music and pop music, and there was a little bit of classical, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, later on there was my parents bought me a classical guitar record by Segovia.
Uh-huh.
So that's when I really fell in love with the sound, and I wanted to. And actually, I copied a couple of his tunes from tunes, I call them back then. There were some Schumann pieces or something, easy pieces that he played, and I by ear I learned them. So that was my introduction to the classical guitar.
So when you studied University of Manitoba classical guitar, and when you came out of university, was it something you wanted to pursue, the classical guitar, or did you think that I want to kind of get into something with more, spread the wings a little bit and bring some more Latin music to Winnipeg?
Yeah, it was actually a very conscious decision. I while I was at the university, I started doing some concerts and chamber music with other classical musicians, and then when I emerged, I did that for quite a few years. We had a classical duet with a flute player, Alan Wilkinson, and we did several concerts. I played as a classical guitarist for many years, and then I wanted to do other stuff. That's why, like you said, I want to spread my wings, and I consciously started looking for a music that I would get interested in. And then I've heard like Afro-Cuban music before, and I couldn't quite understand it back then because I don't know if you've heard Afro-Cuban music.
Yeah,
it could be quite daunting, I guess, because
the rhythms.
The rhythms. It's kind of at first, if you don't know how to used to it seems like they're all over the place. You can't find one. Things like that. So, but even though I didn't quite understand it, it really intrigued me, and I wanted to pursue it. So I started learning that kind of music.
And percussion.
And percussion
too, as you say. You pretty much, the guitar was your instrument.
That's right.
But people know you now mostly as sitting at the front of that group, just pounding away on the percussion, on the timbales, or on other instruments.
Yeah.
So when did you pick those up? Because you've obviously done quite well with that style too.
Right. Yeah. Well, actually, when I was 16, I had a folk band. We played like mostly Andean music of the Andes. With all the pan flutes and the little charango guitars, all that stuff. I played all that stuff, and the quena, but we also had percussion instruments, different big drums, and also we had some congas that we had bought. And so I had congas at home. I didn't really know how to play them, but I had them, so I started learning the congas. And it was a little difficult because back then we didn't have YouTube. There was nobody in town who played them.
Yeah.
Like really play them. I mean, there's people in town who own congas, are proud owners of conga drums, but
sitting in the basement collecting dust somewhere.
Yeah, but so again, on my own and by listening, and once in a while you come across someone who knows how to play them, and you learn. But I actually did go study in Puerto Rico for about 3 months at one point. Can't even remember when, very late 80s, I think. Yeah.
Well, and as Papa Mambo, you guys have put out a couple CDs. Trio Bembe's got, at least two CDs?
At least two, yeah.
At least two CDs, yeah. And you've also got some of the music I'm going to play after from a solo CD called A Mis Padres, which is mostly solo guitar, I believe, and some originals. Yeah,
it's mostly solo guitar. There's one duet with a cello, and then there's one guitar duet where I play both tracks.
So you're busy. I know you wear a few. You're on solo. You do some solo stuff. You do some classical music. You do some Trio Bembe, some Papa Mambo stuff. So what have you got going on lately? Anything coming up?
Tonight, tomorrow night, and also Saturday matinee, we're doing a concert with Nafro dance. So as a trio, Papa Mambo trio, Casimiro Nussi, the conductor, the leader of that troupe, and at the gas station theater. So so if you're interested in great dancing
and great music,
come to the show tonight at the gas station.
Absolutely.
Or tomorrow or Sunday matinee.
Well, so you're going to play another solo guitar. What have you got lined up for us now?
Yeah, I'm going to play a waltz by Manuel Ponce. He was a Mexican composer, and he wrote this for the guitar. I'm just going to quickly tune here. It's in what we call in guitar drop D tuning.
mention one more time, Rodrigo Muñoz is in the studio with me right now for Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live, and he's about to play his second tune by Manuel Ponce. Bravo, bravo. Very nice. Rodrigo Muñoz with a work by Manuel Ponce. Rodrigo, thank you for coming in this morning.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And
Thank
you can catch him live. He's always, you check it out online. He's always around town with Papa Mambo Trio Bembe. You can catch him this weekend. He'll be with the Nafro Dance Group led by Casimiro Nussi with Trio Bembe, the Gas Station Theatre this weekend. They'll be combining some African dancing, some great Latin music. So check it out. Again, pleasure to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you.
107 Live is Classic 107's intimate concert series, brought to you by Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.